What is going on, folks? Today I will be reacting to a Chloe and Halle IG live for the first time in a long time. They are finally together, and it is so dope to see them in the presence of one another, in person, in the flesh. So it's been a minute, but let's hop into it. They can create a song out of anything.
We are live.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, my kids are all loud.
It's cute. Hello.
It's tea time.
Man, I miss him. I miss him.
We haven't done this in how long?
That's it. It hasn't been 7 months.
No.
It's been
Probably like 5.
since March? February?
Something like that.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long road from where we start. Yeah. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Oh, love them. And don't y'all love how like they weren't even trying? This was like how you sing with your friends and stuff, even though they still sound better than you when you sing with your friends. No offense towards you. I mean, you could be a professional singer for all I know. I could be wrong. But I know that like they were not even trying. They were just like singing, just having a good time, and they still sounded good. Do you know what I mean though? You know what I'm trying to say?
We're back. Halle, how do you feel being back in America?
So, I feel like I am Eddie Murphy and coming to America.
Coming to America? Halle, show us the hair.
My what?
Look,
My hair?
Show us the hair, Halle.
My hair is just my hair. It's in braids.
Show us the hair.
Guys, you have no idea how excited we
I
are.
can't believe this.
This has been
Okay, is this our second day together? Third day together.
It's a third day?
together.
Second day, no.
It's our third day.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because we went to Six Flags yesterday. We went to
Yes.
Six Flags yesterday.
So yesterday we had so much fun. Chloe's right. She set up a day of us all going to Six Flags, and it was so much fun. And no, somebody said real question is y'all high? No, I just
They're happy. They haven't seen each other in months. Y'all hot. I swear to God, man, don't make me start going off on a tangent when it comes to like not even like fans or subscribers, but like people on the internet. It's almost as if y'all forget that the folks that you're watching, like from where you are, and I promise I'm not getting ready to like scold y'all. I'm getting ready to scold like that small percentage, like a few people who don't know like where the boundaries are, whether it's celebrities or like smaller YouTubers like me. They ask the craziest questions like, what's your full name? What state were you born? What do you do for a living? And it's like, yo, have you ever cheated on someone? Like, why are you asking these questions? Like, get the out of my face. You better be younger than 18. You better be a child if you're asking those types of questions, because you ain't got no like emotional intelligence for you to just asking strangers questions like that. It just shows that you are creepy and you don't know how to interact properly with people. And I know I'm just like projecting onto that single question that was probably asked with like good intention. Well, how do you ask a question like that with good intentions? You don't. So yeah, screw whoever asked that question.
just woke up. I'm very jet lagged.
Someone said, remember when I leaked your red hair? I felt so bad.
Oh, that was
Remember?
not
It was
bad.
a FaceTime screenshot, and Halle looked so cute with Poseidon. And I put it on my Instagram story, and then right when I realized what I did, because I'm used to seeing her hair that way,
It took
so
off.
right when I did that, I realized.
Somebody said, have you heard Have Mercy, Halle? Have mercy.
Have mercy.
Have I?
Have mercy.
Y'all, hold up. Let me just say this. Y'all do not know what is about to hit you. What is about to come up in y'all's face. Okay? Have Mercy is the bop of the year. It's over. It's over. That's it. Okay?
Is that just Chloe? That's her song? You know, I will say this. I always knew that they wouldn't break up when people were like, they're breaking up and Chloe's going in her separate way. Maybe it could happen in the future, but I think it's just highly unlikely because music is something that they both have a passion for and they've been doing it together so successfully, so seamlessly for such a long time, like since they've been kids. So the chances of them just cutting that completely just because Halle is taking a few months to a year to like shoot a movie because that's something else she's passionate about, I just think it's highly unlikely. Maybe there will be parts throughout their careers where they go their separate ways and they do but something tells me they will always converge at certain points and they will always do music together. That's my personal opinion.
Okay.
Or prediction rather.
Please. That's all I gotta say. Okay.
You're gonna make me.
What? Sorry,
You're gonna make me blush.
No. That's all. Public service announcement is over.
Okay. Anyways, okay, let's talk about this. What were the highlights of Europe, girl? You were abroad.
Girl, we gonna talk about this.
Okay.
You were abroad. No, you have to tell the people.
All right.
You have to feed the people.
Abroad. You were abroad.
Well,
How
yes.
was it being Ariel for how long? You're still Ariel. You will always be Ariel.
Whoa.
But how was it? How did you feel?
Okay. Well, Chloe already knows what happened. I missed Chloe so much. You know, this was
Chloe's gonna start crying. She's gonna start crying. But before she starts crying, apologies in advance for the perspiration that will begin to transpire because if I turn my AC on, it'll just make too much noise while I'm doing the video. So I want to leave it off. You know, sacrifices. I do this all for you because I love you, the audience.
Amazing project. I had so much fun. At the same time, I missed my sister and my family so much. It was like, you know, it was just a whirlwind. You know, you just all of a sudden you're working every day for 7 months, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's done. Like that's it.
Does it feel weird?
So it's weird because it's like a bit of a.
But you should feel very accomplished and proud of yourself
Thank
because
you.
that's a huge thing.
Thanks.
That's a huge fucking thing.
Thank you.
Sorry, everybody. That's a huge thing.
Thanks.
Sorry.
You know, it's just
Go ahead and
you
curse.
guys know when you're working really hard on something and you can't really show anybody, you can't really say much. So I feel like sometimes I would feel like to myself, like, am I doing anything? But then I had to say,
you are doing
I am doing
an
something.
iconic role.
No, but I think, you know, I think I just have to wait to everything. But it was very great. That's Aladdin.
Part of the world.
Gotta
But
get
it
those
was good.
Disney
I miss
jams
Chloe
right.
so much. So that
Oh,
is
she's
that.
Now, should we get into the tea?
Chloe. No, let's ask Chloe.
Why? What are you
Because
gonna ask me?
People want to know.
No, they don't want. You've been
No,
gone.
let me just say. Chloe has, guys, we all agree, Chloe has been dropping amazing content, amazing music. Chloe, how does this feel, releasing your music, doing these videos, your amazing Feeling Good dancing video? How does this feel? Are you excited? Are you proud of yourself? Because you really should be.
The question is it released? Will it ever be released?
Ooh.
We will find out after the break.
That didn't answer the question. All right.
I don't know what to say. All I will say is this. God is good. I'm happy to have my sister back. You know, I can't wait for us to like get back into the groove of things. So many exciting things for both of us have been happening. And I'm just really, really proud of Halle. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of this family. I'm just really grateful. I'm basking in being with my sister, and stuff is coming from the both of us. So stay fucking tuned, bitches. All right, should we get into the tea?
The tea.
Okay, so how should we do this? Emails?
So let's ask them. Do y'all want us to add you to the Instagram?
Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let me fast forward a little bit though, and don't start yelling at me in the comment. Why are you fast? Because I came for tea time.
Somebody saying email.
If I want to fast forward like 30 seconds through them finding the people, I'm gonna fast forward 30 seconds.
Okay, y'all. Somebody said both.
Okay.
All right, let me fast forward a little bit more.
Everybody anonymous. So she goes, hey guys. So my boyfriend at the time and I started dating last April. Excuse me.
Y'all, you know I tried to do the tea time and y'all were good about it for like 3 weeks, and then after that I stopped getting emails. But I do have a special announcement that I'm gonna drop next month. I'm not gonna go too much into depth on it, but I'm gonna be taking YouTube more seriously going forward. That is all I'll say. And hopefully with the time that I will be investing in it and doubling down on it, that can be reciprocated to the extent that we could run tea times more consistently, because I'm not gonna lie, that's fun. It's fun being able to like hear people's stories and experiences and give them my own flawed and inept but sincere advice. I mean, it was a good time for as long as it lasted, but hopefully we could bring it back.
Sorry, y'all. Around when COVID first started. We were at college, so we had to go home, which meant we couldn't see each other for a while, but we still decided to make it work. Everything was great. We texted, we FaceTimed a couple times a week consistently. So summer passed and school time was coming back up in the fall. I find out from social media that he was gonna go to a different school far away. I won't say where, but it was like far.
Okay, so far they're in a relationship, they end up getting into college, they go to different schools but close in proximity, so they're still talking to one another, conversing. It sounds like they both want the relationship to work, or at least they're putting in effort to make it work and be sustainable. And then dude gets into a college that's farther away, and that could put this relationship in jeopardy. And I think that's where it's going.
But he didn't tell me until I said something, which was weird, but I brushed it off.
That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird, dude. So what would you have done if she didn't bring it up at all, or if she didn't find out? You would have just went to the new school, which is way farther away than the one that you're currently attending? Kind of shady.
We still wanted to be together with no question and planned to see each other in the summer. School started.
I don't know if that was reciprocal, that y'all both wanted. I think either that's the impression he was giving you, or that's an assumption that you made. Because from what it sounds like, he's trying to create physical distance. And I don't know if that's because of the woman who wrote in, or it's because he's following his dream, he's following his education, like he just wants to go to, I'm gonna prioritize my career and my profession over any woman, especially at this stage in my life. Now if I find a woman that's willing to follow me, I guess not follow me, but make certain compromises, and in return, I'll make certain compromises for her, perhaps later on down the line, then that's one thing. But to like leave without even giving her the option to follow me, yeah, it is essentially like follow me. But there's nothing wrong with that. Like if y'all both agree that like, okay, you're passionate, you're driven, you got ambition, you're saying that you could, this is a state, this is a city where you're gonna make a path for yourself. All right, I'm with you. Let's go. Or you're like, no, I got my own thing going on over here. And I understand that you want to go over there. I'm not going to tie you down. I'm not going to force you to stay here because I care about your growth and development. So we're going to put this relationship, you know, we're going to put a pause. We're going to put a pause. We're going to put a pause on this relationship and, you know, go out there and find yourself. And I wish you the best. And if we pick up later on, then that's that. But if we don't, we don't. But I know I'm not even, I just spoke way too much. I didn't even give them. But
first for both of us, and things are going good until he stops calling and texts less and less. 1 week I called him like 3 days in a row and he doesn't pick up. So I just stopped trying because I
yeah,
felt
you got to.
desperate.
Yeah.
So every day I waited for him to call me or text me or something. He never does.
At that point, you just got to pretend he's dead. You got to, and I went through, not in a romantic relationship, but I just left a friendship that lasted for 7 years where it was like overnight I was ghosted, you know? Talk about this a little bit more in my live and, or the last live I did rather. And that was a weird experience because there were no signs, there were no red flags, there was no buildup. The last conversation we had was like extremely amicable and comedic in a way. And I've never casted judgment on dude. I don't think I've made a passive aggressive, you know, I'm not the passive aggressive type either. People make their own decisions and I always respect that. So regardless of the decisions he's made in his life, I've never treated him any different. And with my friend group, I like to like create an environment that feels like safe and empowering, but sometimes that's just not enough for some people, so they ghost you. And ghosting is an extreme sign of lacking in emotional maturity, you know? That's what it really is. Granted, I've ghosted people before. I don't do it very frequently, and the older I get, the less I do it because I'm just more confident with myself, and I have respect for my time and other people's time. And if there's ever a situation where I'm not on the same wavelength as someone else, but they are under the impression that I am, and that we get along, I will make it relatively clear without necessarily dogging them out that we just aren't a good fit, whether that's professionally or in my friend groups, relationship wise. I wish more people would communicate like that. But some folks are just too cowardly. At the end of the day, that's what it really is, right? You lack the social skills to engage in anything in an uncomfortable conversation, and that's going to prohibit you from growing and excelling in this world. But anyways, let's get back to it.
Guess how long? 9 months.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Hold the door. Hold
9
the door.
months?
What?
Not wait. Wait, where is that?
How long went by?
Where he didn't hit her up and that's her boyfriend? How old are they?
That is not your boyfriend anymore. Baby, as soon as he ghosts you and you hit him up 3 times and like he doesn't say anything after that, that's when the relationship ends. The last time y'all spoke to one another reciprocally, that's when the relationship ended.
They're in college. Are we sure? Yeah, because they're going to school.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know if that's college.
This sounds like they are underaged.
Okay.
I don't think so.
How long?
Girl, if a man doesn't hit you up for 9 months, you should already know it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. By month 3, I had already given up, but it took him that long to text me.
It took you that long to cut him off emotionally and psychologically? 3 months? I mean, they were young, so I can't judge one way or another, but nah, you can't, don't give people the benefit of the doubt like that. 3 months you reaching out to somebody. As soon as I know that you're not dead and nothing serious happened to you, then I'm just gonna be like, oh, they ghosted me, so that's that. So I don't know, but that's messed up to put somebody through that, you know, where I'm over here looking in obituaries trying to see, or reaching out to your people trying to see what's going on with you, because I'm genuinely worried about you, and I don't know if like something happened to you, and especially if you don't give me any signs that the friendship is over, and you're over here just straight up ignoring me, man.
With the trash apology saying he shouldn't have ghosted me. He texted me this apology this June. He
texted you the apology.
He still didn't tell me why he ghosted me. I didn't say I forgave him.
It doesn't even matter why.
Thanks for apologizing. Hold on.
So just yesterday I saw his story and he reposted his so-called girlfriend. Turns out they've been together for 9 months.
Bro, he's reckless. He's a piece of shit. Not a good dude at all. Bro, how much would it have taken out of you to just have that conversation with her instead of putting her through all that like grief and like confusion? You could have just said, hey, I think I want to end the relationship. Like, oh, hold on, let me turn the light on because it's starting to get dark in here. All right, I am back. Like I was saying before, all he has to do in that situation is just, you don't even have to tell her you found someone, like someone else. You could just say, hey, I'm getting ready to move, and I think it would be the best thing for both of us to just, you know, stop the relationship. We could still be friends. I don't know if I would use the word stop the relationship, but I would say we can still be friends. We can still hit each other up. You don't even have to tell her that you found another woman. But to catch her off guard like that and post a picture of you with another woman after you didn't even tell her the reason why you broke up with her in the first place, that indicates to me there could have been some infidelity going on. I think he went about it the wrong way. Granted, I'm only hearing her side, so I don't know how this woman was treating that man, and I don't know what led up to him ghosting her, so I'll reserve.
He was dating another girl while we were together, and it upset me. Plus, it was my birthday. It pretty much was a slap in the face. La la la. Should I confront him?
I don't like stories like these because they don't have enough context. I want to know what this woman, you know, I don't know, maybe she was completely innocent in this whole ordeal, but I would like to know what her role in it was, or what was the status of that relationship while it was going on.
Or let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, you want to just left that. Yeah, let it go. Because he obviously, like, he's checked out emotionally from you, and he really doesn't care about you anymore because he already met a girl. He already moved away. He ghosted you, which means that he's cool with not keeping contact with you for the rest of his life, essentially. Unless something else happens and he has this great epiphany that, oh, I messed up. Otherwise, it sounds like he's done with you. So why would you want to pursue someone who has made it clear that they want nothing to do with you in a romantic sense, unless you're bitter, you want to get back, or you know, you're just gonna end up creating more stress for yourself in that situation. You might think you're stressing him out or making life harder for him by like continuing to nag him, but at the end of the day, you're diminishing your own self-worth.
No.
Let it go.
Let it go, girl. Let it go.
And away on the door.
Here I stand. And here
I love spoken word Halle.
Door.
Go.
Let it go. Let it go. Don't need these broke niggas anymore.
You don't need them, girl.
Sorry. Oh my God, Chloe, are you okay?
She almost died.
She fell off the chair. No, sorry.
No. It's over.
And I feel so alone. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It's a no for me, girl. That's it. Whenever somebody says, first of all, whenever somebody ghosts you and then all of a sudden is like, oh, I'm sorry, 9 months later, and then you find out
You overestimated your worth to him. You overestimated how much you were worth to him. That's what happened. And he shouldn't have led you down the wrong path. He sounds like there's more to the story.
had a girlfriend.
Hold
Is this
on.
a good one? Wait.
I would like to say anonymous. I love and adore y'all, by the way. Love you back, boo. My best friend's friend had a boyfriend. What?
Huh?
My best friend's friend had a boy. Okay, so
My best friend.
it's a friend of a friend.
Friend had a boyfriend. Okay.
My best friend's friend had a boyfriend. They were together for a little over a year.
You have a best friend. They have a friend. They have a boyfriend. Yo, why are you... That is too many links of friendships for me to even comprehend.
Until she found out that he gave her herpes.
Uh-oh.
So she starts talking to another guy. Let's call him D.
Oh.
For the D, which also still talking to the ex. While also still talking to the ex. While she was talking to D, his sister posted a video on Snapchat saying he got a hickey from one girl, but he's inviting another one over.
Oh.
So she gets mad, of course. Is this? I feel like this is about this girl because she said, "Let this stay anonymous." She's trying to say a friend of a friend. So she gets mad, of course. I mean, you got mad, of course. So I'm gonna read it in first person. So I got mad, of course. My best friend asked me, "So what are you gonna do?" The girl says, "I'm gonna fuck him raw." What?
Who is she gonna fuck raw?
And she hasn't told D that she has herpes?
See, I'm still confused. This whole situation is an algebra equation. I don't know what's going on here. Who is a girl who gave who herpes and who's gonna fuck who raw?
No. And
Let me rewind it.
my best friend asked me, "So what are you gonna do?" The girl says, "I'm gonna fuck him raw." What? Keep in mind she hasn't told
Grimy.
D that she has herpes? No.
Grimy.
Ex
Girl.
declined. That's why she said it's a friend of a friend.
Girl.
Yeah, you're an evil motherfucker. I don't know. Are men that manipulative? Let me think. Because I do think that relational aggression, when it comes to that shit, women tend to do it more effectively, like emotional damage than men do. But I guess it just depends on the situation and the people involved, right? But I've never heard of that. Someone actually deliberately giving someone else an STD. You are a terrible human being. There are no excuses for that. You're garbage.
She is
Hold on,
so
hold
damn
on.
wrong.
So they have intercourse with a condom, but then afterwards, D told her that he poked a hole in the condom because he wants to keep her to himself. So now he could have herpes and she might be pregnant. Ladies, be safe. You mean you be
The guy did it All right, this is way too confusing. Y'all just moving reckless.
Safe. This is not ladies. This is you. This is you, lady. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is happening?
That is terrible.
Huh?
How do you play? I don't understand people who play around with their bodies like that and risk their physical health in order to make a point or in order to like trap somebody. That shit is weird.
Girl needs
Jail.
She can be put in jail. That's horrible.
It's an anonymous email address. So
She
someone said
knowingly-
wow, they both did it to each other.
She knowingly gave that man herpes.
Wow.
No. She told her friend she was gonna do that.
See, this is why my filtering process when it comes to courting women or even taking them seriously as far as like relationship partners, it is very strict, very strict. There are certain like guidelines, there are certain non-negotiables that you got to meet. And if I start seeing red flags like early on, I'm at a point where I'm not going to ignore those red flags because I've already had certain trials and tribulations, certain things that my gut was telling me to go in the right direction, and I ended up going in the wrong direction because I didn't trust my gut. Granted, your gut can sometimes get you into trouble based on like the mess up situations that have perhaps transpired in your past, and you could end up projecting those past situations into your current relationships or the way that you see men or women. But for the most part, you got to trust your gut. You got to trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right, no, don't do it.
But she was just being petty and girl talk. So they did it with the condom on. But then he said he poked a hole in the condom because he wants her to himself. So was he
who's in the
joking?
wrong?
So who really?
Wow. Can I ask you something?
Who do you think is in the wrong here?
Both of them.
No.
Wrong.
I'll tell you who's in the wrong.
I think it was a cover. I don't know if he poked a hole in the thing.
Because the girl was all talk, right? Mm-hmm. She was being safe. She was. She was lying. Someone said double homicide. Listen. She told her friend that that's what she was going to do, but she did not. They were protected. And he poked the holes.
Well, technically.
So he's the most in the wrong here.
He is the most.
But I guess it's karma that came back around.
Because isn't it a real crime to
It's a crime.
purposely try
Jail.
to get a girl pregnant without her knowing? Is that
I feel like that is very rare when it comes to men. That could be a crime. It should be a crime, but I know dudes who are tied down with women for the rest of their lives pretty much because the woman trapped them. So I think it happens more so the other way around, which is not to, it's not to say that it doesn't happen where men are the one doing it, but I think that's uncommon. Either way, yeah, that's criminal and unacceptable. And that's another reason why I don't really be messing with women like that. I mean, I've had a whole phase or two throughout the course of my life, but it's always been in a very short duration, like kind of like a sprint. But for the most part, I've always played it safe. Watch who I'm around, watch who I let into my... You got to be careful when it comes to stuff like that, man. Especially if you are a catch. I think if you're a catch, you consider yourself to be desirable, someone with a good head on their shoulders, someone with strong earning potential, someone who is caring and intelligent, because people are more likely to try to trap you as opposed to some loser. So everybody should be careful, but I know that I'm just extremely careful because I meet all that criteria. No, I'm playing. Way to big yourself up, man. But you get what I'm saying.
That a thing?
I know passing STDs
That is for
without
sure.
letting them know is jail.
Yes, that is for sure.
Jail.
But if that girl ended up getting pregnant and he told her after, oh, I poked a hole, his ass can get in trouble, right? I hope so.
Oh, listen to this. This is a good one.
Let's see this.
Need some. Oh, here you go.
No, you can.
It's okay.
So, I'm dating this guy. Well, we just made it official, and let me tell you, he's a great guy, and it's not him, it's me. I'm kind of getting like bored of him, and like slowly losing
Yeah, this bitch sounds very shallow.
interest. But I really don't want to.
How do you get bored with a human being? Like, that's a human being you're talking about. Don't talk about them like they're some type of toy. And the same thing for men, because I know men who have the same mindset, like, she just bores me. And I'm like, yo, that's a person. But see, we live in such a superficial culture where people cling on to like the Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions of the world, like the content in their music, the toxicity in it. People love that shit, so they eat it up the way they talk about people. And it's like, no, it's not cool to manipulate somebody into being your sugar daddy. No, it's not cool to date a woman while you're seeing like 10 other women and she don't know. Like, that shit is not cute. That's not. You got to be a very like damaged and traumatized individual to think that way. And if that's the case, and that's the kind of headspace you're in, please don't get into a relationship, because you don't deserve to find the right person, at least not at the point you are currently at. You need to find professional help, and you need to heal from whatever trauma was inflicted onto you, because it's not cool. It's not commendable to be going around breaking people emotionally. And oftentimes folks will make it into a man versus woman type thing, which is even more shallow and even more simplistic. And a lot of this just comes down to humanity, to me at least.
Lose him or anything. I know this sounds crazy, but your girl needs some advice.
And Halle, I really love you, and congrats on finishing Ariel the Mermaid. I know that's right.
Yeah, you don't need advice, girl. You need healing. You're not ready to be in a relationship if you're thinking about people in terms of, this person bores me. Like, that sounds kind of arrogant.
Okay, she was about to skip over that. Excuse me. Okay, what's your advice for this?
If the girl is getting bored, she needs to say to the man, hey, you need to spice it up a little. You know, this reminds me of that.
No, you don't. That's terrible advice. I mean, I love Halle to death, but that's terrible advice, because people are who they are. If you're going into a relationship with the intention of trying to change somebody, or if you learn about who they are in the relationship and you realize that that's not the person you want them to be, then you need to find somebody else who can accommodate those needs. Because what's going to happen is, if you make him feel bad for being who he is, which in your estimation is kind of bland, you know, he's not, he's boring, then that's going to damage his self, or that has, if he's weak-minded, that has the potential to damage his self-image and what he thinks he could bring to the table, you know, the value that he has for himself. If he's strong-minded, he's just gonna be like, if you think I'm boring, then go find someone who's exciting. But it's important for us to operationalize these terms. Like, what does it mean to be boring? What does that even mean? Does it mean he doesn't take you on spontaneous dates? He doesn't surprise you? Does it mean he doesn't talk a lot? Or does it mean he doesn't, you know, y'all don't get into arguments and the relationship isn't chaotic enough for you, because there are people out there who feel like they need to be in chaotic relationships because they're so used to being in dysfunctional environments. So when they find someone who's just like low key and calm as hell, they're like, oh, like this is too boring for me. No, it's not that it's boring. It's just you don't think you deserve to be with somebody who offers you peace and serenity and brings calmness into your life. And if you don't think you deserve that, then quite frankly, I'm not the one to argue with you about that. So when friends come to me, not friends, because most of these people have kind of filtered themselves out of my life, but if someone were to come to me talking about some, you know, she's just not exciting and we don't argue or something like that, you know, there's not she's a pushover, this, that, and the other. I'm like, dude, what? So you want to be with a girl that is psychotic and she doesn't know how to like compromise and she disagrees with you about everything? Is that what you want? Because if so, you need to reevaluate your criteria. But quite frankly, you don't deserve her. You deserve somebody just like you. See, we deserve people like us. If you're somebody who's low-key, you like to take it easy and you don't like to disagree, you ain't really with the bickering, maybe you like to joke around with your partner and poke fun and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's not on no toxic stuff. You need to be with somebody like that, or you need to be with somebody who wants to be with somebody like that. Quite simple, you know?
Show Sex Life on Netflix.
That's who you deserve.
Hold on. Listen. Because I have major problems with the main lady of the show. Not her in person, but her character. Because this reminds me of that. First of all, if y'all haven't seen that show, I tried watching it, but I watched one episode. I got the synopsis of it. Can I tell you where I didn't want to watch it anymore? The moment? What? This is what happened. Well, it makes me sick to my stomach when she's cheating on her husband.
Not
He was
even
nice.
that. Not even that. It got me from episode 1, like the first 10 minutes. It starts off with a sequence of her and her sexual escapades. Then it turns into her waking up, breastfeeding her child.
Yeah, that was weird.
So she had a dream like that while her child was being breastfed. I said jail, and I cut it off. Jail.
They are funny.
Jail.
Well, basically, what?
But I might watch it.
Well, she was very bored. If y'all haven't seen that show, basically it's about this woman who's married, but she's bored in her marriage. And that's fine. You can be bored in your marriage. But my thing is, if I'm bored...
See, that's people who like drama. For you to say, I'm bored. Yo, go pick up a hobby if you're bored. The fuck? And is your significant other supposed to be a dancing monkey in a circus? What the fuck do you want from people? Golly.
marriage, I'm going to tell my man, I'm going to be like, listen, you need to...
I think that's something... Oh, I'll let it...
To do something, because I'm...
Yeah, but sometimes it's not always what the other person could do for you is what you could do for them. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be a compromise, and I think it is only appropriate to require that from somebody if you're deeply into a relationship. So like if you're engaged or something, or if you get to a point where you're married, to tell somebody and have that conversation like, yo, I'm not feeling fulfilled. I'm not feeling satisfied in this relationship. A critical change needs to be made in order for me to be fulfilled. So can we work on that together? And you know, you let them tell you what it is, and if y'all can work it out, then yeah, and if no, then find somebody else. Or not find, because it's not always about finding somebody else either. Leave that person, end the relationship, and go find yourself. Find, again, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these grievances reflect people who just don't really have a lot of accountability for themselves. They don't think, all right, what can I do? It's always this person. No, you're not excited in the relationship. What do you mean you're not excited? What do you need to feel excited? You know, and if it's something like you just need, I don't know. People are fucking weird.
Like, listen, you need to do something because I'm getting bored. You need to spice it up. I'm gonna try to spice it up, and we can work together instead of her, you know,
working together.
She says I'm getting bored of him and slowly losing interest, but she doesn't want to lose him. If you're bored of him,
she's toxic.
You might need to cut it off. How much spicing can you do?
But she says she doesn't want to lose him, so
How
she
much
must love him.
Yeah, because they're probably in a codependent situation where there's something about the guy that is magnetizing to her. Maybe it's he feels like he needs her in some capacity, or I don't know what it is, but she just sounds immature as hell.
How much spicing can you truly do to nasty chicken?
Somebody said this.
What?
And I don't think that's fair because the guy isn't.
It makes me
See, we gotta learn how to treat people like people, man.
Oh, wow. Well, that's that.
well. Anyways,
Should we
y'all.
pick one last one?
Yeah, let's pick one.
Okay. Let's see.
I like her lipstick.
Oh.
Okay, it says this. Y'all, I got some serious stuff going down. So my ex-boyfriend of 1 year has now confessed to me that he is gay and had cheated on me with several men and women.
Done. Donezo.
We're not together, but I still have very strong feelings for him, and sometimes I can't resist. Now,
Can't
one of the
resist
girls
what?
he cheated on me with wants to fight, saying I was talking shit, but I wasn't. I'm not a messy person, and I'm too
He
old
was
to be
cheating
doing
on with men and women?
this. I'm 19, by the way. What should I do? Don't fight, move on, leave the man.
Just leave the man.
He's
Leave
another
him.
one like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I can't believe there are people out there like this. I mean, I meet them every once in a while, like ever so often, but fuck.
Man. That's sad.
Leave the man.
And he confessed to cheating on her with men and women. That poor girl. She didn't know. Yeah. But that's hard because once you love someone and then that happens.
No. After that, dead.
It's like, what do you do?
I don't know.
But then, and she has men in the mix. Now that's really double whammy. I don't know what I would do.
Hopefully he was.
What would you
the
do?
least he was doing, hopefully, was staying protected. Because that is a bad violation.
Don't know. Sorry.
She's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
No, they told her though, you gotta leave. You gotta be done with him. Everything that reminds you of him, bag it up, throw it away.
The pain, she can't get started.
Don't want to be no way to
Oh wow.
And that's another thing, you know, that girl would probably benefit from seeking therapy too, because I couldn't imagine being in a situation
Alright,
like
y'all.
This
Well,
was fun.
this was
that. And
very
like
fun.
rebuilding myself.
We are we gonna do it next week? Or
We should try. We should try and do it.
we'll try, yeah. We will try to do this again next week.
Wait, what's next Thursday? What day is that?
We have to probably do it Wednesday.
Do I leave?
Yeah, we have to do it.
Okay.
Probably Wednesday.
Okay. Love you guys.
Love you all.
We love you too. All right. If y'all enjoyed this reaction, please comment, like, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.